Good morning and welcome to Camp Quarantine. This is where we're going to be staying for the next few days. Kind of an interesting scenario. As you know, there's a lot going on in the world right now. And here in Texas, pretty much up until like 3 days ago, again, I don't know when this will be posted, but up until 3 days ago, they shut everything down. Kind of like a mild lockdown. You can't leave your house for 7 days. But this happened while we were pretty much up here at this cabin, which, by the way, is the most beautiful place in Texas, that being Possum Kingdom. And it's where to be fishing for the next few days as well. So we are stuck right now in a cabin that is legitimately, I don't know, probably 10 paces from the water. Oh, there you can. Yeah, you can definitely see it now. Again, we didn't do this after the lockdown was issued. Literally, we were up here, we got the lockdown notice, and we're like, oh snap, what do we do? So we just figured we'd stay up here. There's no one around. We're trying to be safe as possible. I'm sure a lot of you guys will have different opinions about the choices we've made to stay here at this cabin, but I think it worked out, honestly. So this was kind of like, you know, my mission to kind of get away from everything. I live in Fort Worth, so it's pretty packed there, and coming in contact with other people is not a hard task. So when you're here, there's no one to come in contact with. The only thing you're coming in contact with is bass, turkey, and then of course some other amazing wildlife. But this is a lake that I've always wanted to fish. I've always really wanted to fish. In the past few days, we have been fishing it, filming some Guggen stuff, some mystery tackle box stuff, and it's been great. The fishing's been awesome, but now we get a few days to film for you guys on my channel, and I'm pretty stoked for that. You ready to tear them open or what? There he goes. There he goes. First one of the day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Little bass. Oh wow, he just destroyed my bandito bug. Thank you for that. They're so pretty in here. Dark green, solid lateral line. First fish of the day. I feel like we're gonna catch a lot more of these guys, but we're after one that's roughly 10 times his weight. Sweet, first bite of the day. Let's get some more. There's one. Decent one. Oh, that's a ghost one. That's a good fish. Finally we got a nice one here. Come here, bub. Come here, bub. Stop that. That's a good fish. Ready? Oh, yes! That's a nugget. That right there's a nugget. That's a good bass. Oh my God. Well, throughout this trip, what you guys probably will see on the Guggen Squad or Mystery Tackle Box channels, we've been catching a lot of fish a lot smaller than this. This is a good one. This is my second bite of the day, and it's a solid fish. Probably about a 3-pounder at the very least. Crushed the bandito bug. It seems like the smaller, more subtle presentations right now are getting bit. This water's warm, but it's not hot. 66 degrees. May sound warm at first, but it's actually pretty chilly when you stick your hand in there. Definitely too cold for a nice swim, but that's a quality bass getting ready to spawn too. That is a female. That is how you know they're spawning. When you see that little red dot. That's a good one. Yes. Bye-bye. Got helicopters flying over us, bass are biting. Possum Kingdom's pretty wild, man. This place is nuts. Well, I'd say that was fairly productive. Caught a nice 3-4 pounder. Got a little squeaky one. I'm thinking that those fish are on beds right now. There was a pretty decent wave of spawners here like 2 weeks ago. One of my buddies hit me up and sent me some videos of fish under docks and stuff like that. So, but I think like a few of the fish kind of went into post spawn, and then there's more fish spawning now. Spawning bass definitely come in waves. And the spot that we're fishing right now, or at least we were fishing, is a perfect stopping zone for these fish to spawn. It is a very main lake spot, which isn't necessarily ideal for spawning conditions, but what it does have is shallow water, tons of cover. As you can see from this drone shot, there's tons of bruckbush, tons of reeds, and a lot of places for these fish to feel comfortable when they're making the babies. So that's why I chose that spot to fish. We've also just been catching them out of these reeds all trip, but it wasn't exactly as productive as I anticipated. But I mean, we got 2 fish, so you can't complain. We're gonna go find some more wood, some more brush, and go flip some more jigs and some bandito bugs. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go find some clearer water. We're gonna throw some scouts around, maybe get some fish under docks. Do you have glasses on? Yeah. Are they polarized? Let me know if you see any beds up there. Might be big or just fish. Just you maybe see a fish. The beds we saw weren't too big. He was doing it too, wasn't he?
No, he was doing it heavily, and he's like,
Giant, dude, giant. Oh yeah, giant fish, absolute behemoth, Come here. God, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. This is how we're gonna get the bigs today, buddy.
Let's go. Let's go. That is a good one, probably damn near 5. I don't know. When I hooked it at first, it just stopped, and I was like, oh, could this be the one? Of course, we're still on the hunt for a double digit, and this is a really good lake to do it. So in the back of my head, after every pitch, I'm like, something crazy could happen here. That's a good fish, though. It's definitely my biggest one of the day. In the brush, man. They're eating right now. Oh, that was bass. I'm gonna get a quick weight on him and then throw him back. Oh yeah, not quite 5. 4-6. There she goes. I love those colors, man. Some spawn colors. Nice subtle release. PK is putting out. Let's go. There he is. He's got it. What a good one. Yes, sir. No worries, I got it. I'll film it. Oh. Stop that. There's another one. He ate the bandito bug. Oh, he's been caught a few times. Look at that. Poor dude. Sorry for making your jaw worse. All right, be free. Take care. Bye-bye. Golly, there's one.
That's a good one. Right up in the brush, man. They're eating so good right now, man. Get in the boat, Bubba. Nice fish.
that's a good fish, man.
They're eating so good right now. My God.
Look at that fish. I think this is what, number 5 or 6 or something like that. It's a good one though, man. Just on some brush. I think we figured it out. I think we figured out a decent little pattern this afternoon. We just gotta keep fishing this stuff and catching bass like this. And eventually I think we'll stumble upon something big and girthy.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that was insane. That was ridiculous. You guys are a little wet there. Sorry about that. God, that's a fish. Good one.
Nice. Right on the point. Right on the point with the jerkbait. Good fish on the jerkbait. Ooh, little scout fish. See, now we've switched things up. We're throwing moving baits and getting just as good bites. God, he stopped that. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Come in the boat. Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
Let's go. Just murked the scout. Nice little largemouth. Nice little largemouth. Look at that. I think he wanted it. This is the reason why Possum Kingdom is like one of the coolest lakes ever. One moment you can be flipping in a foot of water, 2 feet of water for 4-pound bass. The next you can be fishing a bluff wall that drops off to 20 feet and throwing jerk baits. That one ate the little scout, or actually that's the big scout. Freaking nice little fat fish. They get them bigger though. See you. Bye-bye. Oh, yep.
Glad I started recording again. Another. Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Not a bad fish. Here we go. On the scout. Yeah, not a bad one at all. Pretty good fish. The farther and farther we go back in these cuts, it seems like there's more and more fish. That's a decent one. That's probably one of my bigger ones in the jerkbait. He just stopped me. So hard to keep these guys pinned sometimes with a light rod. Damn, that's a good one. Oh, she's getting wiry there. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in for the kill. She's like hooked, but like also not really. Well, there we go. Oh, look at that. That's epic, man. It is late in the season and they're still crushing jerkbaits. It's one of my favorite ways to fish. I used to do it a ton as a kid for smallmouth up in Illinois. But that was always like, you know, right at ice out, right when it was just starting to warm up. That's a good fish though. Cool thing about this scout that we make with Catch Co. is that it just finds fish. It's a really good way to cover water quickly, so you're not slowing down, wasting time. That's a beautiful one though, real nice and gray. A little bit of a greenback, probably about a 2.5 pounder. So dirty, man, so dirty. See you later. Yes! You throwing the Scout too?
I'm throwing the baby bull set now.
Oh, baby bull. Oh, yeah, actually,
Yeah.
keep that tied on. Look at that one right there. It's on a bud.
Not bad.
Right there. You not see him?
See now. A little bit. Oh, now I see him.
He's right there. That's crazy. There's a fish right here that is like obviously on a bed. I don't see the bed, but he's clearly like super territorial. Watch this. Like this guy's locked. Just went after the bait. This right here is one of my fail-proof favorite bed fishing lures. So here's a lunker log. Any color will do, but this one in particular is one of my favorites. That one and this one is cinnamon. I'm just gonna wacky worm it. He should eat this. Oh wow, he's still there. He has not spooked off. I want to know where the female is at, because he's not that small. He's probably got a nice counterpart. Let's see if this works. I'm right on top of his head. Yeah, he ate it. Come on, this is ridiculous. He kicked. Oh, swallowed the whole thing. He's got it in his mouth right now. He's running with it. There he goes. That was cool. That was cool. Nice, nice stuff. He's actually not that small. I thought he would have been a lot tinier. This is very strange. This fish didn't have like a very distinct bed, but he clearly was super territorial. Like he liked that spot, and it could be a couple of reasons. One of which he just like might be in this weird spawning mode for whatever reason, is super territorial, or he could have just moved up and really not had a chance to make the bed yet. I've seen fish get really territorial in spots where they're about to make beds, so it's a good sign for sure. We're not going to keep him out for too long. Send him back. See you later, Jimmy. That was cool. Thanks for that. Cool, first bed fish of the whole trip. They're definitely up in the shallows. If we can find a few more big ones like that, that'd be epic. Where those little ones, there's usually giants, and we are after a 10-pounder, so let's keep looking. Good one. Good one. On the finesse gear. I like it. Wow, he just barely tapped it. Not a bad fish. Yo! Good stuff. Come here, buddy. I have a feeling that fish was on a bed. Oh, dude, it's been silent. Very, very silent for the past like 3 days. 3 years. Feels like 3 years. 3 hours. Oh, check him out. We switched sides. We originally fished the, oh yeah, he's been caught once. Surely he was on a bed and I just blindly cast at him. Also hooked very well, my lord. We changed spots. Right now, with all this rain, if you go to one side of the lake, it'll be like not even 1 inch visibility, but over here it's like 3 foot. And this is the side towards the dam. So the river doesn't touch too much of this water. Nice little fish. It's 64 degrees. It's cooler, but I'm hoping some of these fish are a little bit more behind, just moving up, starting to spawn. I think that might be a spawning male. Looks like someone got to him first. Little hook mark right there. Yeah, a few days old. Starting to heal. Nice, good stuff. One for the lunker log. See you later, Chief. Ooh, this is shallow. Like really shallow. Huh. Oh, it's rocks. There's one. Oh yeah, that doesn't feel like a bass. Maybe it is, and it's just hooked weird. I don't know. What is going on here? Oh, it is a bass. Decent one too. Fat. Just crushed. Yeah, just crushed the Scout. Very nice. Nice fat one. Cool. Shortly after the lunker logfish. I got me a scalp bass. This water's so clear, it screams jerkbait, and that's exactly why I got it tied on right now. Wow, he was going nowhere. This is quite a, oh wow, just pop right out. Look at that guy, fatso, fat and mean. See ya. Thank you. Oh yeah, knew there had to be a fish down there. That's a good one too, man. That's a good fish. That's a decent fish. Oh my God, this is a big fish. I don't know what I have here, but I think it's big. Could be a striper. I hope it's a big bass. It's acting a lot like a striper. But big bass also do this. Wow, this thing is big, whatever it is. Wow. This thing is very big. I think it's a big striper. I'm praying it's a big bass, but oh my God, does it feel heavy. This is weird. I don't want to count my chickens before my eggs hatch, but this feels very suspicious. If it's a striper, I'm gonna need that net real quick, dog. If you just want to open that up. This is sus. This is so sus. I mean, dude, it's fighting like a striper, but you just never know. I just got a glimpse at it. Oh yeah.
What's a good striper?
Big striper.
It's a good striper.
It's a big striper.
It's a solid striper.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's all of 30.
No, it's not 30. It's a good one though.
It's 25.
It's a very nice fish. Come here, buddy. I love these guys in the net. Oh wow, he got me. Oh, he got me hung up in some stuff. Check this out. My first ever freshwater Texas striper. That's a big one too. That's a pretty nice one. But the weird thing is I thought it felt kind of weird. He got me wrapped up in a bungee down there. I'm surprised I even landed this guy with just how messy that was. Holy moly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo, woo, woo. Settle down, Bubby. Freshwater striper look very different. They're more tall. And one way you can distinguish a striper between a hybrid or a white bass. White bass are obviously smaller. If this is a white bass, it would be like a world record. But the stripers have just straight, solid lines, whereas the hybrids, which can get this big, have broken lines. So you won't see like that straight, narrow line there. That's a good fish, man. And it's such a fun fight. These are some of my favorite fish. I was telling Alex on the way here, is if I could catch stripers and redfish the rest of my life, I'd be a happy dude. Throwing some small and largemouth, and of course I'd be ecstatic. But these guys are fun. As you saw there, they don't mess around. There he goes. That's so cool. Let's go, dude. Like Possum Kingdom. If you've never fished here, you gotta check it out. Literally go from bass to striper. How epic is that? He got me hung up in a bungee. How did I land this fish? I got a free bungee though. That's kind of dope. Lucky.
There we go.
There you go. Easy, easy. It's a nice largemouth. It's a good largemouth. Nice job. Nice job. That's a really nice largemouth. Oh, that's a really nice largemouth. That's a really good one, dude. Put it there. That's a freaking. That's like close to 4. Oh, nicely done, dude. I'm good now. Pull that sucker out. Hell yeah, dude. First PK fish ever. That is a good one. Let's go, that. Ping. Nice fish, man.
Yeah, man.
How'd that feel?
That felt good. I've been grinding as long as John has.
That's a good first fish. Look how tall it is. It's just,
yeah.
It's got that girth.
Really nice belly.
Girth.
Crushing shad.
So sick, man. We were literally just put him back. Let's get a sweet release on that guy.
Bye bye, buddy.
See you. And it's so tempting to like flip in this lake and throw a bunch of other different techniques that I've had success with this spring, but the one lure that seems to just continue to prevail is that Scout. It's a sick little bait. If you guys haven't fished it or you don't have one yet in your arsenal, check the link down below, pick one up. But we're fishing these floating docks, and these floating docks are in like 30 feet of water. And of course that Scout's not getting down to the bottom, but it doesn't have to. There's fish literally suspended up under the docks. That's what the fish are living on. Alex just caught that fish right into, which one was it, like that one?
Yeah, last one.
He literally caught it on the end of that there floating dock.
And that drop off is like...
It's huge, 8 to like...
It's 26 feet here.
Yeah.
And that's 4 foot over there.
It's crazy. 4 to 26, and there's fish hanging out in that break. Also, there's shad under the docks too, feeding on the algae, so it just makes sense to fish this stuff. I'm gonna put this silly camera down. We're gonna keep jerking. Sun's coming out, maybe that
turn some fish on. And yeah, man, let's keep going. We're gonna get another. Let's go. Come on. Oh, yeah, I asked for it. That's a good fish. Oh my God, get the net. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. I was like, come on. I got it. It's all good.
No, come here, buddy.
There you go. That's a good one. I'll take that fish all day. I was about to give up on this program, but my Lord.
Yeah, right.
They're up on it. They're up on it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gosh. Look at that, buddy. Straight under the dock. What are we sitting? I'm just curious right now.
34.
Oh, 42, no, sorry. The back end of the boat is sitting in 42 feet of water, and this fish was sitting in a foot right under a dock. I was just about to complain about not getting any bites, and this guy came in and saved the day. That's a nice one, man. We just need to keep jerking these docks. That fish still hasn't spawned yet. That's so weird. It's a good one, though. It's a really good one. On the Scout, Scout's just putting in their work. See you later. Ooh, I like that. That's good. There you go. Bye. Well, guys, we're back at the ramp. Or this isn't the ramp. This is our dock. This is the dock we rented. And Cole, what you guys have seen before, mostly with large fish or no fish. You either catch huge fish or no fish. Has a present for us. We kind of had a rough afternoon. We did catch some fish, that nice striper, but he's got something he wants to share with us, a little show and tell. So I would like to take a look at this.
Dude. I'm pissed. No, I'm determined at this point. It's like, it's gotta happen for me.
Oh. Are you serious? Did you not catch any big fish?
No, I did, but I just thought that was gonna be funny.
I thought you had a donkey on, dude. What the hell is
Hammered
that? Oh my God, this tool. Did you catch any fish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I actually had a good day.
Good. Oh, you did it. I was like, there's no way he's struggling that hard to lift it. I thought at least it was like a 6 or 7. That was a 6 or 7 incher.
Yeah.
I thought you had something big. You had me actually convinced. That was pretty good. I was certain you had something giant.
I went behind you know where you get the gas over there?
It's like what they always want. Oh man, that's something big, dude. That's a big largemouth, I think. Yeah. Oh my God, dude, get the net, get the net. No, oh my God, it's giant, dude. It's giant. It's giant. This might be it. No, this might be it.
It's a big one.
I don't know. It's really close. This might be it.
It might be.
This might be it. I don't know.